Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Let's talk about Xscape. Xscape still kicking it. Season 1, episode 4. This is it. Kicking it for the last time. Kicking it for the last time. Hopefully, we get another season out of this, I don't know. Maybe they record them going on tour. Even though Xscape is not coming to my city. Nowhere near me. I didn't even see Boston on the map, but we'll see. I'm gonna check it again and see if they come anywhere near me, because I would definitely go see Xscape. So let's start off. So um Tamika, Tamika and Tasha and Tiny and Candy, they all sit and rehearsal practice or whatever. Candy's like, yo, we killed it at the BET Awards. We did it. We were hot. We was everything. But basically, and Tasha, she didn't watch it, and I don't think Tiny said she watched it. But then, Tamika was like, she watched it, and she said, we need some work. She was like, Candy, you was all out of breath, honey. You was skipping beats. You was behind the beat. You sounded winded, baby. Ooh, Lord, how did you think that was good? But she didn't say, ooh, Lord, how you think that was good? And then we have her saying that Tasha mic was too loud. Oh, wow, her mic was too loud. Was she over singing everybody? No, so. But she said, Tiny, my girl, you killed it. You killed it, Tiny. And Tiny is so happy about that situation. And it really seems like Tiny really wants this Xscape thing to work. She wants to get out of T.I.'s shadow, and she wants to be her own woman. She wants people to know her not for being T.I.'s wife, T.I.'s baby mother, or hustling it, or whatever TV show they got on VH1. She just wants to be known as a singer, as an artist, and to be respected for who she is and what she once was before, and have all of it weigh in as a round, like as a whole. So that's what she kind of like wants. And so as they're practicing and rehearsing, guess who walks in? But before then, we have Tasha, not Tasha, Tamika. Tamika says to Candy, hey, listen, we need to switch out different dressing rooms. Like, we all switch up. So basically, there can be some camaraderie among each other, so they can all build relationships together. Basically, trying to make Candy feel that she's comfortable, trying to let Candy know that they're not it's not like how it used to be, where it's the two sisters and then Candy on the outside and Tiny anywhere she may fit. And so basically, switch out and share dressing rooms. Like, make it good, make it cool, make this experience the best experience, so we can all get together, make some money, go on tour together, do this thing, and show the world that us women, us black women, we can have faults, we can fall out with each other, we cannot speak for 19 years, but we can come back together and do this thing for the fans, and also put some bread in our pockets, and possibly employ more people of color. It's just my opinion. So, anyways, they talk about switching out. Candy was kind of like, okay, because Candy was like, oh shit, they really trying. Yeah, Candy, they trying. They trying to get this money right. They trying to get back together. People make mistakes. They screw up. They mess up. And sometimes, I guess 20 years is 19 years. But sometimes if you haven't dealt with them wounds and you keep it inside and you hold it inside forever, and it just sit and it buries and it marinates inside it, and once you get around them people, it might just explode, or you feel the most horrible feelings, or you become that person that at that time where you feel vulnerable, you feel weak. But they're trying to let Candy know, hey, you don't gotta feel that way no more. We're trying to be sisters. We're trying to do this Xscape thing. I know it's about money or whatever, but yo, we really want to build a friendship, basically. So then guess who comes in? Michael, he works for Live Nation, and he used to manage, Tasha. And he used to manage Xscape. But then when Tasha finally got her deal, her solo deal, when it was based on that third album that Xscape was supposed to get $4 million, but they didn't, because Tasha said that she didn't want to promote the Xscape. She's not going to promote Xscape and all this other stuff, and she's not really going to be around for the third album like she would be if she don't get her solo deal. So instead of them getting 80,000, instead of them getting 4 million, they end up getting 80,000. So anyways, she got her solo deal, and Jermaine was the head of A&R, head of whatever, and he left. He kicked rocks, and then their manager, his name was Michael. She had a $300,000 budget, and that trumps that 80,000 they had to split, huh? So anyways, she was living it. She thought she knew it all basically, and probably people got into Tasha's head, tried to tell her, hey, do this, do that way, you're the voice, you're this and that. So especially being young and not understanding the bond and the connection that they did have, because a lot of people came in and out of their life at the time. So anyways, she signed this deal. She got the $300,000, and basically the budget was gone. She had no album. Michael, he left, which is Jermaine's father. She threw that in. She was like, you know who Michael is? That's Jermaine's father. And basically she was saying, you know why he's here? Because Candy brought him here. But you should be cool with him because you were loyal to Jermaine. You ain't loyal to his father either. So anyways, she's saying that, she only went to the studio like 2 times, and she didn't spend the money on nothing because there was nothing to spend the money on, and the $300,000 was gone, and she was responsible to pay this money back to the label for her album. And she called Michael over and over to ask him what was going on with the money. He just strictly ignored her, didn't pay her no mind. That's why it's very important to have people to have your back, and they did have somebody that really did have their back at the time, which was Candy's brother, but he passed away. He's deceased. He got into a car accident. So she got played basically. She thought that she was kind of like playing a group, or she thought that she was getting this big deal, and then it didn't happen that way, because in the last episode, Candy said that, Tasha told Tamika and she told Tiny that to go continue to have babies, and she told, Candy, go do your modeling thing or whatever, but she's about to go solo and do her thing. And so basically her head was souped, and plus she also said she used to talk to Jermaine on the low. She used to talk to him all the time. They was really buddies or whatever, but he ended up leaving her behind too, and the father left her behind too. And so somebody took her money and ran. If Michael didn't take her money, the label kept the money, act like they gave it to her, and then made her pay it back, or an accountant or somebody that was able to dish out the money took that money and left Tasha holding a bag. And hopefully she's not in debt to that $300,000. That's crazy, but by now you can write that off, and you can write that off, right? It'll come off your record over like 7 years, I think. But anyways, so he comes in there and he wants to, promote them, because he promotes live shows and things like that. He is Jermaine's father. And so basically, he wants to do that. But Candy realized that they ain't on good page. Well, Candy knows the deal. She must know something, because she wanted to have Tasha talk to Michael about the situation, about him promoting her and everything. And so she wanted to have everybody leave the room, Candy, but Tamika stuck there by her sister, because that's her sister, that's her blood, that's who she's gonna stay with. She know her better sister was probably hurt. And Tamika also says that we didn't spend that money, like you and her was probably gonna make some money together and cut Candy out and Tiny. But see how the tables turn, where now you need the person you cut out. And that happens sometimes, where you think you have a better situation, something's going to go better for you, and sometimes you have to leave people behind. Ask Destiny's Child. Ask the Supremes. So Gladys Knight and the Pimps. So it just happened that way, but it ended up blowing up in Tasha's face, where she just got played. Album came out, and then she got left holding the empty bag of money. So, and she was hurt by that, and she was crying. And basically Michael said, well, you know what, I should have did more, but I don't know what happened to that money. I should have reached out to you more, but you know what I do, I promote, and I want to promote you guys, blah blah blah. So hopefully they choose not to use him, because that's wrong. Because actually in that time, even though Tasha was the oldest girl in the group, she still wasn't a sound mind, like adult, that can handle $300,000. You know what I mean? And especially her talking about where they came from. So she probably didn't have the best people around her to help her understand how to spend the money, how this goes, how's that goes. She was thinking she was still in a group. She was thinking that it was still coach, everything was gonna make music, sell music, I'm gonna do like I did before with Xscape. But it didn't happen that way. They took her bag and left. So she got played or whatever. So she was crying. She wanted to punch Michael in his face. She didn't believe him, and basically she don't want to forgive him at this time of point, because them wounds hurt. And so she was like, she don't know when she's gonna forgive him. So I guess hopefully she can understand where Candy's coming from. You haven't seen him in probably 19 years or 18 years, and you can't just up and forgive him with the apology. Same thing, like Tamika was saying, that she hopes Candy feels that her apology is genuine. But Tasha doesn't feel like Michael's apology is genuine at all. So, but Candy was like, you know what I'm saying? I was accused of sleeping with Jermaine's father. What am I gonna do with that? I'm a young thing at the time. So she don't want to forgive him, and it ain't that easy to move on. It's not as easy as she's asking Candy to move on, because they went from $4 million to $80,000, and then her just totally going solo. So that's a big factor in the situation. They try to factor in that because Candy was sleeping with JD, but Tiny says that's not why the group broke up. The group broke up because Tasha was gonna get a solo deal, and she kind of robbed the group of that experience of them performing different tours and different things, but now they have a second chance to do it over. So it's up to Candy to actually live out that, conquer that dream, conquer that. She doesn't really have to, but that was something that was Xscape is kind of like unfinished business with Candy, and it seems like I hope she will go on mad tours with them and perform all the songs or whatever. She does more than 28 states. She actually comes to my state, Rhode Island, and perform. You know what I mean? Because I think them having that experience all together, and if the sisters continue to be humble as they kind of seem on this last episode, it'll be cool. Maybe things will change, because sometimes the old saying goes, believe nothing you hear and a little of what you see. So by Candy being around them, maybe she can develop that feeling with moving forward with them and believe that it's genuine. Like if someone comes to me that hurt me in the past, and they apologize to me and shit and everything like that, but I can probably honestly say, okay, I feel your apology is genuine. But now when there's money online, we're doing tours, we're making money, we're gonna do new albums. Now you have that doubt whether it's sincere or not, or whether I'm just being used. You know what I mean? So I think that's the state that Candy's at, where she's feeling like maybe she's probably being used. She don't know if it's sincere, because it's not just a friendship online, it's performing, doing tours, doing song, spending money, making money on, and all that other good stuff. So we'll see what happens with that situation. So Candy is in the car with Tiny, and Tiny's just talking that my husband didn't come to none of my shows or whatever. My first big show, he didn't come to at the BET Awards. He was doing a lingerie party, he was doing this, he was doing that, and I just wish he would just support me. And she's like, she's tired the one she's used to being the one with the happy husband around, and she's not feeling too good about this situation with her and Ti, but she just wants to make her own name again for herself. So that's what she's going to try to do. And they're going to go perform at the Essence Lounge, and the lounge is very small, that all their fans can't get into it. It's supposed to be a super lounge, and they do good, but not great. They do good because they feel like the sound, the equipment was bad. Candy was like, we gotta invest some money in this equipment, because the equipment is what matters. Yes sir, yes sir. Candy, you on all types of production shows, and so that's cool. But anyways, in the beginning of the episode, you have Tiny, not Tiny, you have Candy, you have Tasha and Tamika right there just playing around rapping, and Tamika was rapping her ass off, and Candy was like, I know I heard that before. She was like, no, it came off the dome, baby. I write music too. You go, Tamika. But Tasha was like, I can't believe Candy don't think my sister wrote this, whatever. Can't or was Tasha looking? She was looking like she was kind of perturbed that Candy insinuated that it wasn't freestyle. But that's when Michael came right into the room, so the former manager. So we'll see. So that's, I don't know. You guys tell me your take on that and what you think about that. And so, damn, $300,000 she was stuck. Well, how is a young girl supposed to pay that type of money back? So anyways, they perform, it goes good. They can't really hear each other. The music is not so good. The sounding is not so good, so it's not coming out like they want it to come out, but they're trying. So anyways, Tasha explains how, JD leaving, Michael doing what he done to her, and her music didn't come out. It felt like they pulled the rug up underneath her. She was probably made a lot of promises, and she was even probably told that going solo and doing this is not going to hurt the group Xscape, but it actually did, because we don't know what kind of pitch they sold Tasha, especially being a young girl, didn't have people on her team that had her best interest, because obviously Michael didn't, obviously JD didn't, because he bounced on them without even letting them know, and the father bounced too. So, but Tasha was like, I know so many people down the street that could, promote this tour or whatever. So hopefully that works out. And so now they're getting ready to go to Detroit or whatever. So Candy and Tamika, they sit down and they talk, and basically talk about having a divorce and trying to get back together and trying to be friends again. And they haven't seen each other's kids, they haven't been to each other's weddings and things like that. So they're trying to make it happen again. Candy said that she really do want to go back to the way that they was before, that good friendship, that bond that they had, because I believe actually Tamika and Candy were the closest. And also Tamika says that she changed. She don't have the same type of heart. She's not immature anymore. She done grown. She's mature. She's a wife. She got kids. She's trying to make money now, and get back out there. And plus, you could tell Tamika really loves performing. She has the energy. She's hype. She's suit. She also reminds you, her energy is like a 19-year-old, like an 18-year-old. Like, she's really enthusiastic about everything. And basically, she's just really trying to get Candy on the bus, on the tour. She really wants Candy to roll with them or whatever, because it'll make a better difference. It'll make a big difference. And she also says that in all, if she really just want to have that friendship back, and Candy really wants that friendship back, but Candy says she has to work on forgiving. And yes, she does have to work on forgiving, because like I said, sometimes you don't know the true motive when there's other things involved. If it's just a sincere apology, we have a friendship, but now this friendship and this apology and everything involves us getting back together, working together, that's the thing where you don't know if it's sincere or not. But for Candy to actually do this tour and actually do this show with Bravo, with Xscape, shows she's giving them a platform, and she's helping them with a platform where you take whatever you can make the horse you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink it. So basically, this is where if Candy falls off from them, where they're gonna have to try to do everything they can to pick up the pieces and sell themselves and promote themselves to make music, because don't no one person stop no show. And but they'll get more publicity, more advertisement, and people be inclined to open the door, especially with Candy and all the moves that she made in the industry. But they do have Mona Scott as a manager, I believe, or she's somewhere in the mix. So they go to Detroit. We find out that Tasha and Tamika's father used to be singers. They had a hit at one point in time, and they love Detroit. It's beautiful. The venue is wonderful. T.I., he shows up. He's there with the kids or whatever. So it's all good. And their performance was good, but I don't know, it just didn't sound as good as it could have sounded. I just think, I don't know what's up with Candy's mic. With Candy's part, I don't know why it doesn't sound as good as it should sound. But anyways, it's all good. And they had Karen Clark come there. Karen Clark, I used to listen to her CDs back in the day, back in the early 90s. Let me tell you, she had some good gospel music. Oh my goodness, she used to cheer me up. I used to be cleaning up, doing my homework, listening to gospel music. So hopefully, even though we know Candy's not going to be doing new music with them, that she continues this tour out, and maybe she'll see how the bond really is. That are they really humble? Do they really want a relationship with her? Is it just about the money? And that's it. And Candy says she really wants to do this for the fans as well, but she's gonna put her all into it, doing with the fans, giving the fans what they want, because they know the fans want to see them, because they wouldn't have been selling out tours, they wouldn't have sold out the stadium. And T.I. shows up with the kids, whatever, and then that song "My Little Secret," when that song was starting off. Tiny goes, "I know all about little secrets, little side pieces. I know all about, man." And she was talking about none other than T.I., and he was sitting right in the audience feeding the baby bottle. But it's good that he showed up. Candy was happy that he showed up as well. All the ladies' husbands was there as well, so that was cool. So it's all good. It's all good, really. I just love their music. I was listening to Xscape this weekend, and I was just like, brought back so many good memories that I really do want to see them in concert. And but it really then at the end when Tamika was after they did the duo with Karen Clark. You know, Tamika said she felt the Holy Ghost. She's really trying to get Candy back on the team, really trying to get her into this music thing. And she ended up singing a gospel song to Candy about forgiveness, a pure heart. And you know, Candy at that moment felt like the apology was cool. And at this point, I think Tamika is really sorry for what she has done, because you know it could have been so they could have had such a different life, maybe, and they could have been together longer. If they could have got back together quicker. And then also, I know Tasha realized like that she made a mistake, but she's still not owning up to her actually being the demise of the group by actually wanting to go solo. So, anyways, I think that's it with the Xscape. I don't know what else to say, but everybody was Candy Mom was there. It's crazy. Anyway, so it says that, you know, they're gonna do the 28 state tour, whatever, and the rest of the girls are going to go on make new music. Candy declined to do that, but you never know. Stranger things has happened. We'll see how this tour goes and see, you know, if anybody posts videos up or they make statements just to see if they can actually get back to where they once was. Peace. I'm out. One love.